They're just going to spin around on you. So our weight's on the foot there. We're going to extend that arm all the way out, and we're going to shoot either our left or our right hand between the legs so that our arm's between that leg when we're finished up. I'm going to get my shoulder deep in the crotch area. I'm going to use my legs to stand up, and I'm going to include the victim's hand in my grasp after it's gone between their legs there, and I'll be able to use my weapon, manipulate it.
Today we're going to show some various innovative uses for webbing, and this is for a rescue, whether it's rescue of a downed victim or self-rescue. We're going to start off with what we call the quick harness, and this is a standard drag harness that a lot of us already use, but it's just a little bit different way to apply it. Okay, so this is our victim. Now we're going to assume that we're in a limited visibility atmosphere. Maybe it's dark, maybe it's smoky. So the key with this is not to lose track of your webbing. So the first thing we want to do is get a loop, put your knee through it, and then kneel down on that piece of webbing. Now the entire operation is going to revolve around having that webbing pinned under your knee. Okay, now I'm going to open my loop up, bring my arm through it to grab the victim's arm, and pass it through. Now I'm going to cinch it into his armpit. Now this hand that's holding the loop, holding the webbing, is going to stay here the entire time. So now I'm going to reach back through the webbing, grab the victim's other arm, bring it through, cinch it back into his armpit. Now I'm going to reach back through the webbing from the far side, and I'm going to come down to my knee. Now this is why it's important to keep your knee pinned here the whole time, because with my knee here, I know exactly where to go to this webbing. I haven't lost it in the dark. And now I'm going to perform a simple hand exchange, passing the webbing underneath his head. Now his head is cradled by the webbing, and I'm ready to drag him out. Now if I perform the same operation, but I don't have my knee on the webbing, we show you how easy it is to lose that piece of webbing if I can't see. Okay, now we're doing one that's called an L harness, and that's best performed with either a very long piece of webbing or two average lengths of webbing. Here we have just a standard piece of webbing, and here we have a webbing roll with a carabiner. Now the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to connect these two pieces of webbing together with my carabiner that I have preloaded. Now I'm going to come down to my victim's leg. I'm going to pass the victim's leg through the webbing. Now I'm going to bring that webbing up and across to the opposite side of the victim's body so that we make a 7 shape. Now we want to get the victim's arms on top of their body, and we'll bring them to a seated position. So now I've got a bite and the remainder of my webbing. So now I'm going to pass this hand through the bite. I'm going to grab this piece of the webbing, and I'm just going to mark a part off here in the webbing where I can grab a loop later. Pull this through, and I'm going to cinch it down. Now I'm going to pass this webbing back through that opening and tuck it away. Now I've got a great point that's low on the victim's body that I can use to lift him and drag him out. Now there are two great benefits to this method. One is if I need to hand my victim off to another rescuer, I can let go and my harness stays attached without falling apart. And number two is this is a great way and a very fast way to take a victim upstairs. So I've got my low point. I might get him up a couple stairs just to start him out. Then I'll have my partner get well underneath the legs, Now we're going to stand up. My partner's going to grab the hand rails, and we're going to go up the stairs.